Election fraud. Judge orders Nigerian professor's arrest. A high court in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, on Wednesday ordered the arrest of a Nigerian professor accused of election fraud for being absent during judgment. Ignatius Udoak, a professor of human kinetics of the University of Uyo, is being prosecuted by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on charges of perjury and announcing and publishing false results during the 2019 general elections in Essien, Uzo Idim State constituency, where he served as a returning officer. The judge, Basi Ikangnag, adjourned the case for 1 hour after the defendant and his counsel failed to announce their appearance. The prosecution counsel, Clement Onwem-Wuno, and an INEC official had announced their appearances in court. When the hearing resumed, Justice Ikanag proceeded after a lawyer, the judge, asked to call the defense counsel, informed the court that the lawyer said he was not feeling fine and had asked him to hold a brief for him if a judgment is taken today. The lawyer, Indi Freke Iyagate, said the defense counsel communicated with him via a text message. In a submission, the prosecution counsel prayed to the court to revoke the defendant's bail and issue a fresh bench warrant for the professor. Mr. Iyagate said the court could deliver judgment. If convicted, sentencing can be taken at a later date. He further informed the court that the defendant was ill, of which the judge admitted that the court was aware and had received medical reports. Justice Ikanag, in his ruling, granted the relief of a prosecution counsel. He revoked the earlier bail granted to the defendant. He issued a fresh bench warrant before adjourning the case to the 5th of February for judgment. The professor was first arraigned in December 2020 after an arrest warrant was issued against him the previous month for repeated failures to appear for the commencement of a trial. The professor had pleaded not guilty to the 3 charge counts slammed on him by the Nigerian electoral body. The case has witnessed a series of delays because of several factors, including change of defense counsel and the defendants collapsing in the dock during cross-examination. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section below. What do you all think of this? Before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. It's obvious that this said man is very guilty. Number one, he collapsed when he was in the dock. Number two, he refused to show. He refused to appear in court. Imagine. And it's just a nonchalant attitude for me. The lawyer calling to say that he's not feeling well, and then the defendant also calling to say he's not feeling well. There's no regard for the judicial system in Nigeria. No regard at all whatsoever. But anyway, the first comment from Omeje Jude says, the man refused to announce INEC manufactured results. That was the offense. He refused to announce INEC's manufactured results. That was his offense. Okay. But he should prove it now. He should prove his case in court, pardon me, instead of just, being absent from court. Alabi Stevens says, if I may ask, if a professor is fraudulent in the public as regards election matter, what will become of a student he lectures and passing information to their brain? Ichado Yunusa James says, it is like all the professors serving as returning officers during elections, even just like the INEC officials are all acting under duress for certain political parties, even though their palms are greased. But that is not even the basic thing. The basic thing is that whether they like it or not, their life would be on threat because of the use of arms. Take it or leave it until we have become civilized enough. So far, our politicians are illiterate. Okay. Otube says, until Mahmoud is not prosecuted, then all these are just fraud and show off. I think he meant until Mahmoud is prosecuted. Abiodun says the Nigerian judiciary must rise up to reform their image. In fact, Nigerians no longer have iota of regard for them. Exactly what I said, like no regard whatsoever. He prefers to stay at home, to stay away from the court and allow the judgment to be taken in his absence, because he knows that even if, the judgment is being passed, they are not going to carry it out. Who is going to carry it out? All of these political parties, especially the one happening within PDP, where the court will give a judgment that so person should, is the rightful person to be in that position, but no action to back it up. Who is going to actually carry the action out? Nobody. Everybody just behaves the way they like. Nobody follows court order anymore. Sebastian says APC, INEC, and the judiciary should tell us if there is any electoral fraud in 2023 election and who are those. Sunday Edwin says, well, a drop in the ocean can also be said to be water. Prosecuting 1 out of 100 can also be acknowledged as righting a wrong. So let us give Akwa Ibom INEC kudos for being a trailblazer. Not be only kudos. Which kind trailblazer? Chinoye says, misplaced priority. What about the presidential election? What did you people called judge said? Corruption everywhere. The judges are the helm of these activities. So how would Nigeria move? God help us. Another person by the name Josephat Elias says, I was just ashamed of these mutilations and open signs of forgeries that took place during those elections. I think we have lost it in Nigeria. The conscience of servants of a people have gone out and caged in the farm of corruption. Slaves are made of money, as the only thing they could cherish is money. So they hearken to the respect for money, for the destruction of their people. Well, I don't know it shall be well. I don't know it shall be well. All professors who ever served, except one woman at Abia State, be invited for prosecution. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.